Warning! I'm gonna be criminally serially bitch. So you ain't feeling bad shit.
Whoop they do. Do.
Real reactions.
Or sometimes the reactions get a little bit too real. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and for sure, welcome back to the channel, to that double R army in the motherfucking building. As you can see on the screen, gang, we got a fifth quarter matchup between Alabama State and PV. So with that being said, y'all already know we don't waste no time on this channel. We get straight to the action. But before we hop into this video, I ask that, hey, look, if you enjoy raw and very unfiltered content, I ask that you show your boys some love and drop that like, drop that comment, and last but not least, drop that subscribe. You dig? So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into this video. Shout out to IVG Productions for the motherfucking movie. Turn me up. Let's go. Shout out to Alabama State for their first selection for the fifth. That was great. But for sure, the vote First round goes to Alabama State. PV, come on, bro. Like, if you're gonna play any type of selection with any type of, you know what I'm saying, any type of you know, y'all just basically just play like a technical piece. I feel like the piece was intentionally supposed to be more technical to the ear versus the selection we just heard Alabama State play. But I'm just saying, bro, like once y'all got to the runs and everything of that nature, bro, it started to show the true colors of the situation. You know what I'm saying? It just was not enough clarity, bro. Y'all got all them runs and all that, bro, and it sound like mashed potato. No gravy. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you got to get it to Alabama State. And then the crazy thing about it, y'all at a real disadvantage because Alabama State already has clarity as a whole ensemble. And you'll be a damn fool to look at this screen and not automatically understand that this is not even the whole band. This got to be a travel band. So if this is a travel band and the regular band is already on 10 with the clarity, imagine what this band is going to sound like. Y'all should have been prepared for this, dog. I don't know how this fifth quarter finna go, but just off that first round, I just don't know, bro. I feel like, bro, if y'all chose that song to be in the fifth PV, then that means y'all had confidence in some type of shape, form, or fashion that it was going to do some damage. How is it going to do all the damage that it could do if y'all was not very tedious with the small things, making sure the arrangement was clean? Execution was very on 10. Why didn't y'all make sure that happened? You know what I'm saying? But hey, look, I'm not going to dwell on it too much. That was just the first round, but y'all got my score for that round. Round 2, turn me up. Hear the pressure coming off the screen. 2, Alabama State. I'll take it. Now what y'all gonna answer with, PV? It's a question. Please don't be nothing terrible. Let's get it. Nice. Well, y'all bringing it back to definitely seem unfazed right now. But I'm gonna say, PV got that last round. Song right now is typically the first song of the full round. Nice. That was the first song of the fourth round. The score right now is 2-1. Alabama State up. Now this is interesting because now we have an extra song here. We have an extra song here. So essentially, they started playing over PV, right? PV was the round enders for last round. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like Alabama State started playing the song they just ended. They started playing that as a way to, in my opinion, to take away the momentum that PV just had. That means in some type of shape, form, or fashion, Alabama State was feeling that shit. They was feeling it, smack it. Oh! They was feeling it because there's no way you decided to play over somebody if you wasn't feeling it. That's just how it goes. If you was truly unfazed, that song y'all just played would have been very unnecessary. For sure. But now it's funny because this would have been the perfect time for, hey, look, Alabama State just ended their song that they used to play over y'all. No lie, on PV's end, y'all should have been ready. Y'all should have been ready. As soon as they got finished playing what they just played, oh my goodness, it would have been haymaker time if all y'all had to do was just immediately have a song ready, a nasty song. I'm talking about that just blow the screen. I'm talking about something just great. You know what I'm saying? If y'all would have popped that out as soon as they got finished playing their song, trying to shit on y'all, man, this would be a great thing. But now y'all wasn't ready. So now Alabama State, they finna get a whole nother song in. This ain't the end of the battle. So technically, you got to give Alabama State an extra point. See, some people don't know rules for real. But in this situation, I'm just explaining it to y'all so y'all will understand. I'm an Army member. Shout out to y'all. You dig? We got to be right here. We got to be like this at all times because that's the only way this shit going to make sense. Now, let me tell y'all how this going to go. Since they about to play a second song, PV was not ready. If they song is great, then technically they get 2 points. If they song is not great, or they got a major mistake or something like that, that means that, yeah, bro, they're taking an L here. For sure. They're gonna take an L here. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's see what we got. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. They just smashed that. They just smashed that. It's not even up for debate. For sure, yeah. At this point, the score was already 2-1. You know what I'm saying? It was already 2-1, bro. It was already 2-1. We're gonna let TV finish the round, and then we're going to really have a full view of what's going on here. Turn me up. Okay. So overall, I would say that selection definitely sounded pretty decent coming from PV. You know what I'm saying? But was it enough for the two haymakers that came previously before that coming from Alabama State? The answer is hell no. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Why would you hear those two songs and that's what you decide to play? Like, that, no. No, no. I just feel like at this point, bro, you PV, y'all not reading the room game.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying? Y'all not reading the room. And with that being said, the fact that y'all chose to play that, bro, y'all just sealed the deal with the thing that I was saying a couple of minutes ago. Bro, that one round just caused Alabama State to get 2 points. 2 points. Two. You know what I'm saying? So now at this point, the score now is 4-1. 4-1, bro. 4-1. That's just how it is. That's just how it goes. Y'all should have been ready, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. Say for instance, y'all played the song y'all just played. I'm gonna take it a step further. Say for instance, y'all was ready, right? Y'all actually didn't let Alabama State play their second song, and y'all played this because y'all was ready. It still would have lost the round. You know what I'm saying? Still would have lost the round for sure. But at the same time, Alabama State wouldn't have 2 extra points. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just making sure the family, you know what I'm saying, is on the same page as your boy. Let's keep the battle going. 4-1. 4-1, family. 4-1. Alabama stayed up. And then they popping out with this hit. So I got PB. Well, hold on. Let's see what they do. What they doing? Oh. So they didn't even. Oh, okay. So that last song didn't even count because Alabama State didn't even play nothing else. So okay, cool. So still, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got my score. Cause y'all heard the name that I said right before they played that second song. At this point, I'm gonna say the score is what I'm saying, 5-1. I think y'all can correct me if I'm wrong if I messed it up a little bit, but for sure, regardless, Alabama State won. that's just bottom line. Whether it's 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, doesn't really matter. Shout out to Alabama State for again another dub. Cause y'all for sure earned it. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't take anything away from PV. Shout out to y'all as well. Y'all sounded great for sure. But, you know, unfortunately, hey, this is battle. This is competition. And somebody has to walk home with the W and somebody has to walk away with the L. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, PV, y'all are the L holders on today. But it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say I definitely enjoyed this fifth quarter matchup. Can't wait to see what's in store from both of these organizations, you know, as we continue to finish off the fall football season. But other than that, man, I really don't have too much to say about this battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. Y'all heard the same things I heard. So it really ain't nothing to dive too deep into. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know what y'all feel, what y'all think. Whether you a Hornet fan or a PV fan. I want to hear it all from everybody, whether it's positive or negative. So with that being said, man, hey, look, if you still here enjoying the content, I really appreciate you. Much love. I ask that you show your boys some love and drop that like, drop that comment, and most definitely drop that subscribe. And we're going to keep growing this army till we in the millions. You dig? We're going to take over this shit. For sure. Y'all already know how we do it. So, yes, sir, it's been another great episode of Real Reactions. I'm going to get it with y'all on the next one. The deuces.